And Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel joins me now. Mr. Mayor, good to see you as always. So you have a wide swath of proposals here, and we'll get to some of the specifics in a moment. You've definitely had some success bringing down the crime rate in 2013. But critics say that these laws that you're proposing will really not affect the people who are committing gun crimes in Chicago. Don't they have a point that people who commit these crimes aren't going to the local gun store and buying guns legally, right?
Well, I would say no and yes. One is we're under court order to do this. So we took 6 months, developed what we think is a strong, tough, and legal way, if we're under order, to allow gun sales within the city limits, but do it in a way that doesn't undermine the public safety that the public is demanding. Now, our challenge here is the flow of guns into the city. The lion's share of the guns do come from Indiana, Wisconsin, outside of the city in Cook County and downstate. For those very critics, I would say then join me in making sure that we have a foundation, which is a national background check, a limit on 1 gun a month and straw purchases. So rather than criticize what we're doing, join us in the effort of passing comprehensive gun legislation nationally.
A lot of the critics, the NRA and other organizations, they're quick to point out that there really isn't the gun prosecutions that need to be taking place. Northern Illinois, they say, which obviously includes Chicago, is ranked 90th, only above the U.S. territories when it comes to federal gun prosecutions. Does the federal law enforcement in Chicago have a problem there?
No, well, the good news is we have a new U.S. attorney. They are right about past, but Zach has decided and focused the office on gun prosecutions, working in conjunction with the local police department. ATF has been incredibly cooperative on gun tracing and gun tracking with us, and the new leadership at the federal level is very helpful. But you know what? You can say it's gun prosecution, and I'm for the federal government stepping up. You can say it has to be, tracing or what the ATF is doing. We also have a responsibility for comprehensive legislation. Now, in the report we issued earlier a week ago, the City of Chicago has, as it relates to non-gun violence, the same level of crimes or violence in the areas that New York or LA do, meaning not with a gun, knives or other things. It's access to guns that is the challenge. It is the fact that the bulk of the guns come from Indiana and Wisconsin and downstate, which is why I've been an advocate since the days of fighting for the Brady Bill and the assault weapon ban. You need national legislation. This challenge is not looking for one combination to the lock. It's a series of things across all fronts that you have to do, which is mainly dealing with access and to guns and limiting that access to the individuals that are trying to seek them from illegal purchases.